Well, Teladoc is set to close this week higher just a smidge after the company announced patients on the platform will now have access to prescription weight management drugs. This news coming after a week after Weight Watchers' foray into prescription weight loss sent shares soaring. Our markets reporter Josh Schafer has been looking into why Wall Street has such a growing interest, hunger, if you will, even for this. I mean, obesity control drugs have exploded, but the difference is that people are using them recreationally, I guess, so to speak.
Right, yeah, it's spreading, right? And I think overall that's sort of what people are getting into here. And really what I talked to some folks about is the access that a company like Teladoc or what Weight Watchers bought can provide by being remote, right? So this is remote offerings to be able to offer these products. There's sort of good and bads to that. There's the positive of there is not a lot of obesity care in this country diversified throughout the nation when you think about near in a proximity to you. So it's a positive there. The negative is how people use it, of course. Right now, what you're looking at is from Goldman Sachs, and it's showing the overall growth of Ozempic, which is one of those pills made by Novo Nordisk. And you've seen that pretty much triple over the last about year and a half now. And then the bottom blue line there is Wegovy, which is also growing. But really why Wall Street's so interested in it is another graph from Goldman that shows the overall size of this market and sort of what they're expecting over the next 10 years. They're expecting Novo Nordisk probably had, I think Wegovy's annual revenue in 2022 was about $2.5 billion. They're expecting that to grow to $10 billion. So about 4 times what it is now in the next 10 years. And so this is an opportunity for a company like Weight Watchers or a company like Teladoc who aren't making these drugs, to be clear, right? They're just going to be able to distribute them through care, but to be able to distribute those and get in on that growing market that is this weight loss drug market. And I think the FDA has only cleared some of these drugs. So Eli Lilly's drug is not yet cleared, but they are also trying to get into that market, and that was the biggest part of that graph from Goldman. Goldman thinks Eli Lilly could be the ultimate winner here with that drug, Mounjaro, that has not yet been cleared by the FDA for weight loss.
Part of this is tied to TikTok trends, too, that we're also seeing. So how much of that is making its way into the discussion, both for a safety element, but also as being cited by some of the investors out there?
Yeah, Brad. So I talked to Dr. Scott Kahana, director at the National Center for Weight and Wellness. And one thing he pointed to was the overall publicity and what this has brought. He said more people are asking him about these drugs now than 2 years ago. And Ozempic's been around since 2017. Again, Ozempic is primarily a diabetes drug, but it's been around since 2017. Now he's getting asked a lot more about that. They're getting asked a lot more about Wegovy, which was cleared by the FDA in 2021 and cited by our friend Elon Musk in 2022 as why he thinks he's been able to stay so fit. And he said that those billionaires being interested and Wall Street being interested, of course, Mr. Musk tweeting, but that has drawn some interest to the drugs.
I mean, I don't want to fat shame anybody, but we need another shirtless yacht picture of him because I'm not seeing the receipts for that one. But anyway, we're going to leave that there. Josh, thanks so much, Josh Schafer.